All right, ready to get underway. And now here is Ellie De La Cruz. Here's a high fly ball out to center. McCarthy trying to get there. He's got it. One away. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Turner climbs in on that right side. That one is upstairs. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. One gone runner at first. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. Swing and a foul out of play. Comes up empty.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Gallen, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's inside.
2 strikes.
The next offering misses. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Now here is Corbin Carroll. And a strike in there.
0-1.
And takes low for ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. And the count is 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 1 down. Jake McCarthy now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Next pitch is outside. That one missing inside.
Ball 2.
1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Ketel Marte. Hit in the air, left field. Jenkins on the move. Brings it in. And that Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Justin
Now
Martinez.
For the Diamondbacks, number 63, Justin Martinez.
David Ortiz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Nice grab. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Just missed. In the air, left field, down the line. Gurriel handles the chance. And a couple of quick outs. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
No score here in the second. This one in the air, center field. McCarthy has this one sized up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Luke Weaver. Eugenio Suarez in the box now. Takes strike one.
Off the plate,
and the pitch is outside, ball one. And that's fouled off. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 0-1 now.
The count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's two gone. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground to third. And Arizona is set down 1-2.
Pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Back now and on the mound, the closer, Shelby Miller.
Shelby Miller.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and chases a low one there. Gets to it on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. So up next, Ben Rice. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That should get the dugout going. And now they're out in front. It's 1-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Back to the top of the order now. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Pitch misses. Ball one. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Foul ball there. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Justin Turner. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance, and that'll do it.
Now pitching.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Trevor Hoffman.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Ground ball left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Just missed.
I got a ball, one strike.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Swing and a miss.
No ball,
The
two strikes.
Diamondbacks down to their final strike. Sends it to center, and this should be it. That's the ball game. 1-0. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And that one fouled off.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Glove side, but it gets through.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ellie on the move. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That one almost got him.
Two strikes. Nope, outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Man at second. In the air, left field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Kelly, 36 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round. Back into... Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. So so he blasts one out the other way, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. McGuire, not sure what to expect after that first pitch.
1-0.
And another ball, Kelly. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little.
And it gets by him.
So that was one of those high percentage advantage counts.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Kyle Nelson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now here is David Ortiz.
0-1.
McGuire leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cut on and lifted in the air. Gurriel trying to get there. Brings it in, and that is that. This is Corbin Carroll. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Outside low. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Caught him looking for the K. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of.
McGuire to Elliott, second for 1. To McGuire in time.
Pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Justin Martinez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next offering is outside. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner on the go. Tap foul at the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Runner on the move again. On the ground, right side. Nice stop. Nicely done for the out. Not in time. He's safe. Walker Jenkins, the next to hit.
Walker Jenkins.
That one way inside. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In comes the run from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And now Ben Rice.
Ball 1, no strike.
To short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the second. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
Ball
just
2.
misses. Got him. And 1 away. And now it's Josh Naylor. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first.
He's out.
And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Line to left. And foul ball. Gurriel gets a piece. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch misses outside. And a count 1 and 2. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Junior makes the catch. And we're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Kendall Graveman. And that one lifted in the air, center field. McCarthy settles under it. And there's 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And the batter will be Justin Turner. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. 1 out, base is empty. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. First and second, 1 out. And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Ball, that's in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Two on, 1 out. That one at 95 missed up top, and that's ball 3. Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to Perdomo. That's 1. And they can't buy a break.
Now pitching.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Luke Weaver.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 away. And first offering is fouled off. Weaver, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
The D-backs down to their final strike. That one misses, and that's ball one. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and your hope.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that is the ball game. 2-0 your final here. All right, ready to go here. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And that misses. And we are underway. That one fouled off. Ripped to right. Dives. What a play. Here's Turner now. Now a screamer into the outfield. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And he'll pull into second safely.
Batting third, the designated
so the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. And they lead it. It's 2-0. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Kyle Nelson.
Number 24.
One down. Stepping in,
Kyle.
Ken Griffey Jr. Check swing called strike. Nelson goes 6'1". He features a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Popped in the air, left field. Gurriel trying to get there. Makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Going away.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Sliced hard but foul. 2 outs, bases empty. And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Got him swinging. Back here in the desert, and today on the hill, Greg Maddux.
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Makes the grab, 1 away. Jake McCarthy will hit next. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's foul. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
To the right side, sneaks through, base hit. Here comes the throw. Save!
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 2.
The last thing he wants is to
pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Josh Naylor in the box now. Takes strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got him. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Ryan Thompson.
Ryan Thompson.
First pitch just misses. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. Now around third, waving him home. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Next pitch, a slider outside. That misses outside. That one out to right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Throws to second. The tag out. Walker Jenkins now at the plate. That's outside. And that is ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. There's one on the first, double play, and that's the inning.
Now pitching.
Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Trevor Hoffman. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Adrian Del Castillo, the next to hit, takes ball one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs.
Oh, that's a strikeout.
Pitching for the Diamondbacks.
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Kendall Graveman.
Kendall Graveman.
De La Cruz in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Not even close there. And that's ball two. That's hard hit on the line. Gurriel calls it in, and there's one away. And it'll bring up Justin Turner.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Carroll puts it away. Two away now. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. And that's way high. And that's ball one.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
In the air, right side. Carroll sizes this one up. And that is that.
Now pitching.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Andrew Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Way inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's the first out. This is Corbin Carroll. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. McCarthy takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike. The Diamondbacks down to their final strike.
2 strikes.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ballgame.
Ready to go now. And now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. That's off the inside corner.
Inside.
And we're underway. Just missed.
That's inside.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch misses way outside. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So now Turner in on that right side. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 1-0. Runner takes off, swing and a miss.
I got one
Throw
ball,
to second, tag, and they got him. One out, base is empty. And delivers outside. And that one ripped to left. Myers makes the play, and there's 2 away. Here's Pete Alonso. On the ground, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Next offering way off the plate.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That's way outside. And that's ball 2. And that's in the dirt.
Count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 3-2. The pitch is outside. And ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. And now Ken Griffey Jr.
Ball 1.
That's off the mark. Ball 1.
That's a ball.
Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that is that. And now Xavier Edwards. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Cueto goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0.
Ball one, no strikes.
That clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out to short. Hernandez. In plenty of time to first, and they got him. Connor Norby in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
And that one is inside ball one. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a ball.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second.
Now
Jesus Tinoco.
Number 38. Jesus Tinoco.
Mark McGuire, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one catches the zone, and 1-1. Just missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Strike 2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Down the third baseman, Jake Berger. Hard hit to third. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Now the left fielder, Walker Jenkins.
Walker Jenkins.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. And that keeps the inning going. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond. That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Dane Myers. Cueto back to work. Fastball for a strike. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Got him. And one gone. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Hit on the ground to short. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Sends it across to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Out there to center. Junior brings it in with a nice.
Now
welcome back, and here comes the closer, Anthony Bender.
Anthony Bender.
Ben Rice, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from and There's just no one there to.
De Los Santos throws to second for one. Out with the pitcher covering. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
I think some double play terms are almost poetic, and a 3-6-1 is one of those that can just look so clean. It's really easy to mess it up if the pitcher doesn't get there in time, or there isn't good communication with the first baseman. But right there, they nailed the execution.
On the corner for a strike. Now 1-2. Time call. Top of the third, no score. And that just misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing.
Now pitching.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Trevor Hoffman. Graham Hawley up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Davison De Los Santos swings through it for strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good, balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Another throw over. High fly ball down the left field line. Reaching back towards the wall. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And just outside. Misses with that one. Right through there. Got him. That's out number 2. Edwards swings through it for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is downstairs. Runner on the go. Ball misses.
That's out.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the winning run is now in scoring position. And that's a strike. Swing and a miss.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Ronnie Enriquez.
Ronnie Enriquez.
Now a rip into left center. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Line drive, base hit. In to score from third. And it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0. 1 down, runner at first. Mark McGuire digs in now. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1. Enriquez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
Nope, that's a ball.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. 2 on, 1 out. Jake Berger getting ready to hit.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Out towards right center field. Snags it for the second out. And here is Walker Jenkins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And a ground ball to first. Here's Kike Hernandez. That's to third. Loves it on the dive. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Now
welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Luke Weaver.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. We're tied at 1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. He goes down looking. Dane Myers will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. With the winning run on at first. Here in extra innings. Go to second. Save.
Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Sanchez, the batter now, as he holds up his swing for ball 1.
Ball 2.
And another ball. With the winning run standing at second. And here in extra innings. Swing and a miss. And it's 2 and 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Now
we're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Calvin Fauché.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Rice in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That's a little bit low.
That's ball 3.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one missing low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Bang! He flexes his power with that swing, and they take the lead. It's 4-1. Justin Turner now.
Ball.
That's off the mark. Ball one.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Ground ball left side. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. Next to hit, Pete
Now
Alonso.
pitching for the Marlins, number 84.
Breaks his bat and pops it up.
Back there.
And that's a foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. Sanchez makes the grab. 2 down. So up next, Mark McGwire. He is struck out and he is walked. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swung on, belted. That one's back. And boom goes the dynamite. And they add a couple more. It's 6-1.
Now
George
pitching for the
Soriano
Marlins,
will take over here.
number
He's into the
62.
game with the bases empty.
George Soriano.
Ball
Lays
one.
off down low as he digs in for the
1-0.
third time. And
Ball
another
two.
ball. And then
3-0.
misses upstairs now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Draws the walk
Nope.
there.
Well,
Ball
that's
four.
a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And that'll do it.
Now pitching.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, Justin Martinez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're
Whoa,
called
that's
upon
down.
with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how
ball,
sharp he
2
is.
strikes.
Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Pauly
That's
in
a
the
ball.
box with one away as he takes
Ball
ball
one,
one.
no strike.
Next pitch is
Oh,
outside.
that's out.
And that's
That's ball
downstairs and outside. Sanchez over at second, 1 down. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Count's full.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a
0-1's
hitter,
the
you've
count.
got to look up and
On the ground at third, and this should do it. And that'll do it. 6-1 is your final here today.